Y'all, if anyone's even here, because this was super impromptu. Ooh. Checking convictions. Monroe. Good to see you. It's definitely been a while. I was all kind of going through it, you know? Feeling much better though. I had to, it was the worst time because there's, December is, let me get this on. Ooh. Can you hear me okay? It says it's connected. Let me check. Hey, Awkward Texan, good to see you. Can you hear me okay through this? It says that, click that on, and then let me go here. Come on, talk, girl. I think the sound is okay. Does it sound good? Okay, thank you, checking convictions. I appreciate that. Whew, it took me forever to find a sweater. I put a sweatshirt on. My hair's still wet because I just walked in the door. But this is like December's a month for our group. I didn't realize how many people have important dates this month. So it was not the right time to be sick and have all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. But it looks like things are better. How are you guys doing? I saw Monroe yesterday. I see Monroe like every day. Like I feel like we're always in the same places, and I love it. But how's everybody doing? Checking convictions. I thank you so much for being here. You're so sweet. How's that family of yours doing? Not a good month, Awkward Texan. I'm so surprised because there are several of us that have this month. Oh no, you didn't do anything. I was saying you and I are like almost always in the same places at the same time, like the same chats, the same channels. Not anything bad. You didn't do nothing, girl. Yeah, the holidays are hard. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think it ever really gets easier. I can't wait to tell you the stuff that I have while I was sick and laying in bed and ready to. I found some stuff that I think would be kind of fun and cool to do as a group. Love you too, Monroe. But on top of the holidays, though, there are several of us that have either grief dates, death dates, or birth dates of the person who's passed in December, like end of November, December, and then going into January. To me, it's kind of weird. To me, it was a little bit strange that there's so many of us in the same place that have difficult months. You know what I mean? All at the same time. I'm probably not making much sense, but I hope I am. This room feels weird. December 3rd was the anniversary of existence. Oh, wow. Broke down crying at work this week. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've had more messages in the last 2 weeks than I have since I've had this channel. I've had more messages from people that are new, and then also people who I've known, throughout the community, and they're just now, messaging about their loss. I was, what's the word I want to use? My words are not coming tonight. I was like shocked, I was shocked. I still behind on some, but I'm going to get caught up tonight during Savage's live. Oh, CP, thank you. It's kind of a mess right now. I cut it myself yesterday. I was tired of messing with it. And I said, if it don't come out right, I'm just going to shave it. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. But I ran to the store real quick before I came back, and it's raining and sleeting outside. But it's good to see you. Hey, Aria, good to see you too. Pray for rock and roll. How's he doing? I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's doing okay. He's out of the hospital, feeling better. I can't wait to tell you guys the stuff that I have found, or at least put it out there to see if anybody's interested in it. And so let's see, I have a counter going, but I can't find it for how many days we have for Christmas. How's everybody doing? Kind of approaching Christmas, which is undoubtedly going to be difficult, like very difficult. There's a lot of us that are going into their first holiday season without the person that they lost, or the second holiday season, which can be worse than the first. I've been anxious to check in with everybody, and I feel guilty for not having all the emails returned and, you know, having so much time before I could actually sit and enjoy doing a live stream without, you know, running the other direction. And my brother hooked us up too. I don't know if he's in here listening. Is you in here, Lefty? Nothing done, not ready? Girl, I don't do nothing for Christmas. I don't put up a tree. I don't play no stupid music. I don't go shopping. I don't do no stuff. I don't do nothing. I ain't doing it. It's too much. I ain't doing it. I know, Lee. I'm glad that I'm at least at a good place. I'm glad that you're here too. Where's Ryan at? I need to let him know about his cupcakes. You old meanie. I knew you was here. You're getting ready to go to work. I saw your text message when I was walking back in the house. I had my phone. Y'all, he gonna kill me. 810. Called it 810 on a 779. Another wonderful train. You better be on your way to work now. Otherwise, you can be late. Well, while he's here, I want to let you guys know he hooked us up. Like, he major hooked us up. So he sent me, and I'm gonna get right back to the chat. But while he's here, I'm gonna let everybody know he sent me login credentials, access, whatever you want to call it, to YouTube TV, HBO Max, and Netflix. So, you know, we can't live stream, you know, like TV shows and series and all of that stuff, but we can do private streams and then keep them private. And so then, you know, they don't get struck or whatever. So that's thanks to him right there. HBO Max has, or I'm sorry, Netflix has the Brene Brown TED Talk that I've tried to play a million times, even downloading it and editing it and all of that stuff. And, you know, people are just assholes. But it's on Netflix, so we can watch the whole thing uninterrupted. I think it'll be great. And then HBO Max too. There's tons of documentaries and stuff that are out there. Tons of movies. So that was the first thing I wanted to tell everybody about was I'm down for having private streams. We can do 10 of us at a time. We can do them multiple times. And we can watch anything we want to because of Lefty. He the coolest brother in the whole damn world, ain't he? You better be driving. And if you are, you better put your damn phone down. Are you driving right now? Watch. Don't play. Don't play. It's dark out. Don't do it. We don't do that stuff. No, sir. You gonna be on speakerphone when I call you. And no, I'm not pulling a Molly Go Lightly, that heifer.
No, I'm not.
Where are you at?
I'm in the parking lot getting ready to go in.
At the yard office?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not driving? Okay, cool. You can text away then. Have a good trip, though. Be careful.
All right, take care.
All right, love you. Bye. Y'all, he's the best brother in the whole world. The best. We can do all kinds of movie nights and stuff. So think about that. If you want, I can pull up the YouTube TV, the HBO Max, and the Netflix, and we can kind of go through those. But I could have hugged his face off whenever he sent those. I could have. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Is Rena here? Let's see. Rena. I'm gonna see if she's here because she just had her son. Hey, Earth, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. And I've been watching the train videos Jen posted about. I'm thinking about starting another channel. Obviously not monetized. Just for y'all, they got me mad. The railroads had me pissed off. The unions tried to strike again, and they were told no. So my brother, who's sitting in his truck outside of the yard office in the parking lot, no sick days at all. None. You're not allowed to mark off sick ever. 0 per year were allotted. I actually have a short video that I can play, but I'm thinking about potentially starting a second channel dedicated solely to that, because the time's coming when I don't have to be so quiet. And Lord knows I can't wait for that day. I cannot wait. Okay, I want to find your comment where you're letting me know how the man is doing. That's what I've been looking for. Is he still in the hospital? Oh, man. Send me your email or email me so that I have your email, and then I'll send you my phone number so I can talk to him. I want to talk to him. I hope he's doing better. I hope that he how is his spirits though? Like, I mean, is he fighting? Not depressed or nothing like that? Y'all, Lee's been sick too. Lee has not been feeling good either. Be all ears. Multitasking, that's what I do. And listening. Thank you for being. You're welcome. I missed everybody. I had to get everything situated before even attempting another live, because y'all I'd have been puking over there in the corner or something, or I'd have passed out dizzy on that side. It was crazy. I called my brother. I ended up ranting for, I don't know, 3 solid hours. Just pissed. Didn't even realize how long it was. Annabella, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, definitely be safe at work. I hope you're working with a good conductor and not a shithead. Don't feel like, yeah. Is everybody finding it hard to get into the Christmas spirit in general this year? I hear everybody saying that. There's like one neighbor that's catty corner. She's all kinds of in the Christmas spirit, annoyingly, but nobody else that I know. Everyone's just kind of, it's Christmas. Most people, even comments I read on here, most people are just, the excitement doesn't seem to be in the air anymore. Lee, I'm stoked about this. I don't know why, but I am. I started going through, no, you don't have a good conductor. You know what to tell him, right? Don't hold back. Give him my message. And then take the water bottle, the little water bottle, and take your utility knife and like pop just a tiny little hole in it. And when you see his head go back, just squirt it. Wake him up. Keep him awake. Make him do his job. It's got to be exhausting, though. They're getting called out so much. It's so bad. I don't even want to go down that road tonight because it puts me in a really shitty mood, gives me a headache, and then boom. But we can watch the Casey Anthony series. There's other series that are coming up. There's a lot of, I mean, I was shocked to see what's on there, but the documentaries involving grief, there's a lot right now, maybe because of the holidays. So I thought that it would be kind of interesting that we could live stream it so nobody could privacy strike us and then just never publish it, you know, keep it private. And then you just have a link and go watch it whenever you want. I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better. My aunt's not doing all that great, but I'm doing okay. Getting my throat's feeling better. I'm not feeling that weak anymore. My iron's popping back up where it's supposed to be. How are you doing though? Because you had a late night last night. You know you're gonna have a late night tonight. Good. I'm glad surgery went well. I'm glad. Thank God. If you email me, I'll email you a message. I'll send you my number. Yeah, I'm really glad surgery went well too. I think so. I think it's not because of me. It's because of Lefty. I asked him, I texted him the other day and asked him for one of them, and he sent me all three. I was like, damn. So then, you know, I started looking at them. I can pull them up and show you. There's a lot. I just thought it would be cool to be able to not have somebody flag the content and have it get, you know, knocked down. And that'd be neat. The dam didn't move last night, been sad, sleepy. A lot of people are. Okay, be careful. Oh my gosh, do you hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah, it sounds like a train is right outside the damn window. I never hear them like that. Be careful and text me whenever you get to the other end so that I know you're off duty, please. Don't forget that. Please, please, please. Do you hear the train? Maybe, probably not because Bluetooth. There's a yard. There's like a yard, switching yard, several blocks. I don't know, a mile or two down the road that way. It sounds like it's right there. It's weird. CP, I'm doing the same thing. I was awake for 2 days because I was so pissed off. I was so full of rage and anger. I was awake for 2 solid days. I couldn't sleep. I slept last night for a little bit, and then a little bit ago I slept. But this time of year is rough. It's really rough. This year is nothing like last year. I know how crazy that sounds. It sounds weird. If Rena S comes in, can somebody I don't know, put some flags or something so I can see it. I want to play her video because she had the first anniversary of her son's passing on December 8th. And I talked to her. She was having a difficult time. And so I shared her video on my community page. But I'd like to play it to just, you know, to remember, you know, kind of honor him. And then I got my notes, y'all. And we're going to get through it before 9 o'clock because Savage is going to rip the roof off tonight, I think. It's going to be good. Did have a late night. Oh, There's like a delay. I gotta put it on there. I'm old. I did have a late night. You did. I was listening. It was fun hanging out with friends. Yeah. I haven't been around them in a while and I miss them. Well, Jenny wasn't on super late last night, but I saw that you were posting videos and stuff. So I was like, she's up really late. Y'all know that guy that comes in here and he's like, you look like a crackhead. I might look like a crackhead because I'm on third shift for 20 years, but I don't look like a fucking crackhead, you idiot. But he always does that. Oh, yeah, me too. She's going to rip the ceiling off tonight. I'm there for it. And then, depending on how late she goes, you might come back tonight. I'm stoked, y'all, about movie nights. Private. You know what I mean? Like, never, ever, ever will it be public. So, we'll set it up for the date and the time, and I'll email everybody a link to the Discord, or not. I'm never saying that word again. No Discord, to the StreamYard. And then you'll click on it, and then you'll come up like on the panel. You don't have to show your face or nothing like that. And then I'll screen. No, wait. Those are the games. That's the other thing that I have for everybody. We'll just do like a private stream that won't be available to the public. And then you can go back and watch it. You'll have the link to go back and watch it. So nobody can, like, you know, be an asshole and shut us down 75, 30, 40, 11 times. Freaking assholes. Lee, you better take that out of this chat right now because we don't play that shit over here. I ain't having it. That place is the devil. That's where all the hell goes. That's where everything falls apart. I still don't know what the hell happened or why we all got booted. And I don't even care at this point. But I don't know. I do not know. Lee, I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. Did I tell you what I'm going to start doing? I made a public service announcement on Jen's channel the other day. That was my official public service announcement. I told my brother I was going to do it. I told Lee. I'm going to tell everybody. You know how these porn bombers will show up in the back and you can put the overlay up, but at any point, you know, they want to show their wankers. So they'll like show their face or a photo or a video that makes it look like and then they'll porn bomb you. So I'm going to start recording back here. Because if they think that it's so impressive that they want everybody to see it, well, we're going to show it then. We're going to show it. So I'm going to screen record it, edit it enough so that it's not sexual content, and make a short video out of it and post it and let everybody know. That's what I'm going to do. If you're that proud of it, I'm going to help you show it to the whole world. That's kind of how I feel about it. Oh, you weren't? Oh, okay. You're on Sweeties. I saw you posting videos, so I knew that you were up late. I'll send it to you, girl. I sure will send it to you. Yeah, never. I won't. I hardly ever went in there anyway. Because I've heard so many terrible things about relationships, friendships, you know, communities being like ripped from the seams because, you know, people are just assholes. Oh, you bet your ass we will. I'm about tired of them. I don't know why they think that we want to see them. I don't want to see any of them. I don't want to see none of them. Ever. But they're so freaking proud of them. They're so proud. My son did not act like that I know of. But they're so proud of their wankers, their peeners. They're so proud. It's not just a matter of like sending random text messages to somebody. They freaking show up back here thinking that they're on the panel and that you can see them, but you can't. And then they whip it out. Like, dude, it's not that impressive. It's not that exciting. It's a peener. You just made an ass out of yourself. And I feel like if you think it's so impressive that you want to show everybody, we're going to show them. We will show them. Wankers, yeah, I ain't calling them nothing else. These boys walk around acting like they got some kind of, it's weird, y'all. Pop up back here. You're going to be recorded. put a little tiny little edit on you so everybody can see what you're working with, and we're going to send it out and make shorts out of it. And Earth will clip the shit out of that. She will stick that on every video she makes for a month. Just keep your wankers in your pants and go play somewhere else. You know, don't do it. Right. We raise our boys to be respectful of themselves and other people. And they're not toys. Wankers are not toys, boys. They're not toys. It's part of your body that you should keep to yourself until you get married. If Coach was here, she'd be proud of me for saying that. Okay. So we did the YouTube TV, HBO Max, and Netflix. If you guys want me to pull any of that up and show you the line, like the lineup of what's available, let me know, or you can look it up. Okay. Then music playlists. I did do a PSA over on Jen's channel. I'll play it for you. Music playlists. So I've had so many emails the last couple of weeks, more than the last couple of weeks than I've ever had. Everybody has an important date coming up, the end of November through like the first couple weeks of January. I'm shocked at how many of us have important dates. So I was thinking a playlist of music would possibly be good. So I'll put them on this channel and I'll make them public. And then it can be important songs. The emails that I have requested an uplifting playlist, energy, and then a playlist dedicated to like grief, hard days, you know, something to make you cry or help you cry, to kind of unleash it. So, and I'm okay to do different genres of music, like whatever's going to be beneficial and helpful to everybody. I don't want to be picky about it at all. Whatever's going to be helpful. So I think it's a great idea to do. And then we can add to it whenever we want to. If there's songs that are like triggering for people, we can take those out. But, you know, we can keep it as fluid as our grief. That sounded a little tacky, but so let me know what you think about that. I think it would. There's so many people that have difficulties finding the motivation during the winter months. It's easy to get depressed. A lot of people have seasonal depression and things like that. And so if you're grieving on top of it, it's extra difficult to, you know, sometimes to just get motivated to get out of bed. Me too. Rock and roll, me too. I couldn't live without music. I couldn't. My emotions and mood will flow with music, unless it's like a really, really bad day. So I think it's a good idea. So if you want to start sending me songs, I will start those lists going and we'll just add to them. And okay, then okay, Rena made a beautiful intro video. But in the last couple of weeks, with all the emails that I've been getting, I mean, I'm going to return most of the emails I've already started. And then I got to a stopping point because I'm genuine and raw and unfiltered in my emails. So those are going to be finished tonight. But they're sending me photos. And so I had the idea of making an intro video and sharing the photos and the names or whatever information you're comfortable with, and you know, making an intro video and an outro video with those that we've lost, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people I know for sure are not going to want to be included in that because they have channels, and so it would be it would potentially bring awareness to who they are, and I totally get that. But there's some people that are talking about their loss for the first time, and they're sending me photos that are beautiful and amazing, and I'm happy for them, because when you start talking, it's like your bubble kind of bursts a little bit. You let a little bit of it out, especially when you don't get the reaction of like, that's not okay, you're making me uncomfortable. So I want to put it out there, and if anybody's interested in it, let me know. I think it'd be kind of neat to do. And then I'm going to play something for you. Let me pull it up quick. Let me turn this off here. I'll be right back. Hey, Bird No Proof. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let me pull this up. I was over at Sleuth Mom's the other day when she was doing a live stream. And she brought me to tears, because what we've all been talking about in reference to how we feel and words that potentially affect us, how we want people to understand that their words affect us and other parents and other family members and other victims. And she said it. I like sat down, and tears started flowing. I thought, she gets it. She gets it. And I wasn't shocked that she got it. I was like, can we please take this section of her live stream and like put it on repeat and send it to all of the assholes in this community who are destroying this entire community? But I want you to hear what she said, because I think when someone does say what our hearts have been, what we've desperately wanted people to say, like, we're accepted, they understand what we're going through, they understand, and they're hurting too. I want you to hear it. I wish all of the content creators in the true crime community had her heart. Okay, it was on 12/8. And about 47 minutes in. I hope she doesn't get mad, because I'm just going to play a few minutes. It's about 4 or 5 minutes maybe. Yep, here it is. Okay. Let me screen share quick. Bear with me. Okay. Burden of proof, you are the same way. You and Sleuth Mom covered these cases. Such respectful. You guys are just so respectful, and you have a way with words. You both have a way with words. You have the ability to present the facts, allow the emotions, talk about theories, but you have a way of very nicely stopping the crazy. And you don't get mad, you don't get frustrated, but you're not taking any shit. And I'm just so impressed with both of you. It feels good to go into your chats when you're covering stories, because it's like, I feel like, how do I say it? There's human beings that are in there understanding that, there's that there's a family somewhere that's hurting, and that just means the world. And how sad is that? That people are going to feel like that, because they're not going to feel like that anywhere else. So it's really like a breath of fresh air to go into the your chats. I appreciate both of you. All right, I'm going to mute, and I'm going to play a little bit of this, because I am so, if she were in front of me, I'd have hugged her.
Have a good night, Sarah Hart. I'm actually not going to stay on either very long. I've been having a horrible brain fog because there's just been so many really heavy cases over the last, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, and it's really been affecting me emotionally with all of this, right? Um a lot of times I'm able to just go with the flow and report on these cases and bring the details, and I'm able to get through it, but it's just been so much. There's been so much devastation and so many bad outcomes, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And I know that there are other people who are kind of feeling it too, but like my brain fog is just horrible. And so I feel like I can't honestly do this complete and total justice with the way that I'm feeling right now. Um I just
I have a few minutes more, but isn't it amazing to have a content creator that covers a lot of cases involving children? And when she feels overwhelmed or like it's affecting her, rather than think about pushing forward or thinking about monetary anything, she says she feels like she can't do the story justice if she's feeling the brain fog. We have brain fog with grief. You know what I mean? It's I I'm telling you, I sat down and I cried and I thought, if she's in front of me right now, I'd hug her face off. God love her. More people need to be like this.
I don't know. And that's part of why I kind of backed off on the reporting on Athena as well, because it was too much. It was too hard. And I'm just a YouTuber, so I can't even imagine how their families feel. I can't even imagine or begin to think of the pain and the things that they're going through. And I know that like there are grief counselors and everything else that help these families and help them go through this process. But it's just, I don't know. It's just not enough. I don't feel like I just want him to be brought home. I just want.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop playing it there because we get the message, and I don't want to violate her privacy because she does go on to talk about a personal experience in her life. But that it felt so good to hear that. She said when she said, "I'm just a YouTuber," I wanted to be like, "No, you're not. You're not just a YouTuber. You have compassion and empathy and understanding and a way of honoring these victims of crime, honoring their families and respecting them. And you should be the example for other people. Other people should be watching you because you're doing it the right way." It was like a breath of fresh air. It was moving for me because it's what we've been talking about for so long. So, not that she hasn't always been covering cases like this, but to hear her say that with passion was, it just felt good. It felt good, like an acknowledgement. And I want so many other people, like an acknowledgement that victims are human. And it's like common sense, you know. She doesn't have to sit down and think about money versus doing the right thing. She's doing the right thing. I wish more people were following her lead. I have so much respect for her. She and I have been discussing this in the background. Oh, wow. With how hard this is on us covering these cases. It has to be. I could never cover true crime cases. I couldn't do it. And I'm glad that both of you are on this platform because you both replicate each other when it comes to how you cover these cases. And this platform needs you to be here because at some point people are going to either get it or they're going to go. I feel like YouTube is cracking down on what they're allowing and not allowing. And we need you both to stay because you're doing it the right way. And I just have so much respect for what you're doing. Shoot, here in the town that I grew up, there was a husband and wife that were missing. And I had some of my family members know them. And they called me knowing that, I was involved in the true crime community of YouTube. And there was so much stuff going on. So I put pictures together, pulled up the articles, and I can remember thinking, I could never do this. This is crazy. There's so much stuff that you have to go find and dig, and I could never do it. I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm appreciative very much. Very much appreciate both of you. But I wanted everybody to hear Sleuth Mom in her own words. Rena, I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you're doing okay. Can I play your video? And can we do a moment of silence for Zach? I am so sorry on the 8th that I wasn't here to do it. So I'm a day late and there's no excuse for that. But I still would like to remember and honor him. And I think that you have a beautiful video. Yeah, last couple of days were tough. Okay. If you're okay with it. It's refreshing to be able to add to a discussion without being talked down to. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. Or scolded like you're inferior to their intelligence. I agree with you. There's a lot of that. Some people really do care, appreciate them greatly. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that, yeah, you can see as their numbers, because that's what they focus on as they go up. They definitely change. I've lurked in Sleuth Mom's chats for a long time, and I feel like she's the same, except she's a little more confident. She knows what she's presenting. She's fact checked. She's not arrogant. She's confident in what she's telling you. But she hasn't changed. She has, just like Burden of Proof, the passion for finding children and protecting children is real. I hope the video makes everyone aware of how important it is to drive safe. Absolutely. I think it's a beautiful video, and I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you made it. So let me pull that up and play that. Here we go. Okay. Let me screen share. And let me mute, and then I'm going to drop the link in the chat.
Hey there now.
This was a tragic loss to the family, and this is a lesson for everyone. So don't text and drive, don't sleep while driving, and most importantly, don't drink and drive. There is much to evidence that he was holding his phone. For example, his hand was like he was holding his phone. He posted around the time of the crash and was most likely finding something to post. And don't forget to wear your seatbelt. The last thing I want to say is there is an average of 17,250 car crashes daily. I mean, in one day. Plus 5 million per year, and most of all, there's an average of two per minute. 2 deaths per minute due to car crashes. That's it for this speech. See ya.
I wish you could see just how much your memory will always mean to me. In the blink of an eye, I never got to say goodbye. Like a shooting star, flying across the room, so fast, so far. You were gone too soon. You're part of me, and I'll never be the same here without you. You were gone too soon. Shine on onto a better place. Shine on, we'll never be the same. Shine on.
Absolutely beautiful video. I've been excited to talk to you. The first time you and I emailed back and forth, and you told me a little bit about Zach and about your loss and about what you were going through, you said something to me that has stuck with me since the very first time I read the words. What you said was that you have been trying to get into you've been trying to get in touch with the people who stopped to help him right after his accident. And I think it was on a panel with a very small private stream one night, I said, I'm going to help you with that. And I hope that you don't get mad at me. But I know how important it is for those things to happen. I found an article that listed New Jersey State Police Trooper, and I contacted her by email through the law enforcement office. And she's currently combing through all of the paperwork. I asked her, could she make that happen? And she said yes. I was hoping that she would have names and numbers by today, but I'm thinking it's going to be Monday. And I really hope that you're not mad at me. Please tell me you're not mad at me. My heart broke. Like, to imagine all you want to do is meet the people that stopped to help him, and you haven't been able to find them. And it broke my heart. My brain went right back to Cody's best friend's mom and dad pulled into the driveway literally seconds after the accident happened, and they were with him. Exactly. Oh, thank you. I love you, Rena. This is exactly what I said. She mothered my son when he took his last breath. I know how important this is. And I wanted to gift it to you yesterday, but I wasn't able to get hold of her. I found her email. I contacted, I called a couple of the different state patrol offices to find out where she's at now. I didn't want to violate privacy by asking for any of the information. So thankfully she was very understanding, and she's gonna go through all of the reports and get the names and the phone numbers, and she's gonna contact you, and you take it from there. But I fully felt your need to meet them and to let them know how important what they did was to you. I'm glad that you're not mad at me. I've been holding my breath almost for like 5 days. For like 5 days, I've been holding my breath, like, please don't get mad at me, Rena. But I wanted to do something because the 1 year, I knew how, it just is, it fucking sucks. There's no other way to say it nicely. It's just shit. And no parent, a parent who has to bury their child should never have to live without answers if those answers are available. That's all that went through my head. So hopefully she calls you Monday, and just let me know. Because if she don't, I'm going to call her boss. But we're going to make this happen. And it's going to be next week, very soon. I have 2 other names, but she said that she was going to make this happen. Her first name is Brandy. I don't want to say her last name or anything. She was in tears on the phone. She said she had no idea that you wanted the information. And I said, it's in the newspaper. Like I said, his mom has made a formal statement in the newspaper and on social media more than once. And no one took the initiative to help her find these people. And she said that their names are on reports and that she's going to find them. And I hope that when you have the opportunity to meet them and to have those conversations and to hug them and to let them know how important they are and what they did, how it's going to help you, I hope that it gives you a little bit of peace. That was my only intention. So I'm glad that you came in tonight. They what? Wait a minute. They made you wait 2 days before you could even see him? Rena, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I am so sorry. That's terrible. I can't imagine. No, I'm sorry, Rena. This, not only the fact that he's gone, but what you've had to go through has made it worse. And my heart breaks for you. And I hope you know that I would do anything to prevent you from ever any unnecessary pain. Anything that I can do, I will do. Yeah, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I got my little list going. There's a couple people that came in after I had already said this in the beginning, but my awesome, amazing, wonderful brother sent me, I texted him the other day and I said, can you send me the YouTube TV login? He's got that family plan thing. He put me on it. He sent me the YouTube TV, the HBO Max, and the Netflix. And so for those that didn't hear it the first time, we can do 10 at a time. There's documentaries on HBO. The Brene Brown documentary is still on is on Netflix. We can do live streams where nobody can strike them and where it's totally private. Nobody can, be lurking and listening or anything like that. And then you just have the link that you can go back and watch it whenever you want to. And So if you take the time to go through the YouTube TV, HBO Max, and Netflix lineup and let me know if there's anything of interest, we'll put it out there and we'll schedule it. My schedule's pretty much open. And then the other thing was music playlists, uplifting, energetic, and then hard grief days. So there's people that, a couple people that were asking about having a playlist available. So anybody send me songs and I'll look up the videos and then start those playlists. It was after fighting with them, I got to see him at the funeral home. I didn't give them an option. Oh, absolutely. I didn't care what condition he was in, and I needed to see him before makeup. Absolutely. I 100%. Rena, did you have the emotion or like the urge that you had to look over? You had to look him over the same way you did when he was born? I've never said that out loud. Oh, thank you, Lee. It has bothered me. I was awake for nights thinking this has to be easy. We can do this. And I'm just really glad that the state patrol officer that was listed in a couple of the articles, I was glad that she understood. It does not sound weird. That absolutely does not sound weird. That definitely does not sound weird. It was explained to me that that can happen in the process after, like, immediately post-mortem. It doesn't feel like that though. At all. It doesn't feel like that. I wish that I knew you before and I could have been there for you. And I wasn't, but I will be from this point forward. None of us should ever have to go through any of these things alone, ever. None of us should ever have to. Yeah, it doesn't sound weird in the slightest. I think all of us have little things that we don't talk about because we know how weird it's going to sound to other people. I feel more comfortable talking about them now. Before, I never would have talked about them. When Cody's accident happened, because he had video surveillance on the property there, the sheriff's department and state highway patrol went back and viewed the video footage. And I asked the sheriff, he's the sheriff today, he was deputy sheriff then, a very, very good friend of mine. I went to high school with him. And I said, can you take timestamps for me at the moment of the accident and at the moment that he stopped moving? And he took, he paused the DVR and then printed out the screen. And I know from the moment that his accident happened to the moment that he passed, I know why my body was in so much pain. I know why I was screaming and felt just felt the most intense pain at the moment that he passed. I felt it. I felt him die. And so many other mothers have said that to me. There is something that connects us with our children outside of just DNA, biology, and there has to be something more because I felt him die. And it's nothing compares to that feeling. And do you know how when you give birth, I don't know how all of you gave birth, but I gave birth all natural with no pain medication because my dad was like, women have been doing, tough, rub some dirt in it. It's no pain medication. And you know, as soon as they are born, the pain goes away. And that's exactly how it was whenever he died. It was intense, seemed like it lasted forever, and it just disappeared. And you don't find there's no words to truly describe the pain of birthing a tiny human. And there's no words to describe the pain that I felt whenever he died. But I know that I felt it. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. I feel it every year. The clock haunts me. Like, I don't want to look at the clock. Absolutely. I felt terrible. The stupid aneurysm, the stupid railroad. But sometimes I just want to bubble wrap all of you in one place. Be like, okay, we got our own army. We got each other. We may not physically be able to do that, but we can emotionally do that. I'm here 24/7, y'all. I got an open book. I'm a family of one. Call, text, email, whatever. Unless I got a migraine headache or I'm at the doctor's office, I get right back. I'll answer or get right back. Let's see. Rena, if you need anything in the next coming days, you know you can call me. You have my number. And please don't feel like you can't. I know that feeling. When everybody else has told you, I'm here for you, just call me, and then they walk out of your life, we are not the same. Vilomahs are not the same. No, it doesn't matter what time or what day of the week. Please call me. Please call me. I'll sit up and talk to you. I'll find funny videos for you. I will sit and listen to you cry. Whatever you need, I got you. Any of you. That's the whole point for this channel. It's normal. It's terrible, but it's normal. Lee, you are one of the kindest people in the world. TZB, it's good to see you. I know it's not the same, but that's how I felt and feel when my bird died. Even though, excuse me, I don't know how. I've lived 6 years without her. I still have moments where I can't breathe. If that it makes perfect sense. Absolutely, it makes perfect sense. Absolutely. I'm sorry that you have to ever endure a moment of it. It's not fair. It sucks. It's miserable. We never find the answers, but we do find a new normal and we carry the memories with us. And you got a place here, TZB, always. Always got a place here. I hope that you're doing okay too. Yeah, Vilomahs are not the same. I have I've been told, but I've also felt I've become more empathetic when it comes to people suffering, and I've become less patient with those who cause the suffering. I feel violent sometimes. I do. Put me anywhere near Bullhorn Betty, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like feeling like that, but I can I will break down and lose my shit over a parent who is suffering in the midst of their trauma before they've even, had the ability to face it or to accept it. The initial shock, I will protect them with my life. And I'm glad that there's people that feel the same way, but I wish that there were more on this platform. This platform could do amazing things because there's so many people here. And we have so many people that are bad. You need bailed out. Oh, yeah. I would too. I would too. I would need bailed out too. To all the Vilomahs, y'all are my prayers. Thank you. Remember to breathe even when it hurts. Thank you. Absolutely. It's a good reminder. Got to breathe through the pain and lean into it. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. We do need the reminder. And you too. And so, you know, this little space over here, we never want it to grow big, but we want the right people to find it. And if you ever need any support or a place to talk or resources, I hope you know that we all love you here and that you're welcome 24/7, 365. I'm here for whatever you need. I think it's like my new purpose in life. It's almost like an injustice that people have to bury somebody and then, you know, live in isolation, which makes it worse. I don't want that again. I'm done putting my foot down. We ain't doing it. Like that's where I'm at with it. Hey, Lise. Oh no, that's okay. Everybody got lives, you know. I'm just glad that you're here. I'm super glad that you're here. So the next thing I want to bring up is, so we talked about the movie night. We can do like documentaries, HBO Max, Netflix, YouTube TV, private streams, watch anything we want. The other thing is I found a website that does virtual games. I know that sounds crazy because I thought we're adults, right? But I think it's kind of cool. They have virtual Clue, like murder mystery parties with several different scenes, and it's kind of the same way. It's a private stream. We could do it public if we wanted to, but I can have 10 people on the panel. And then there's virtual family feud. So there's, you know, 2 teams. And then virtual escape rooms, which looks pretty interesting too. I found that website and I looked at all of the games. I think it'd be cool to do. I think it'd be cool to do like a private, you know, not a live stream like this where people can be lurking, you know, but private. So if anyone's interested in doing that also, let me know and we will hook it up. I want to, y'all. I want to do that. I think it'd be fun, especially coming into the holidays when, you know, people are struggling through different days. Cody's birthday is December 13th. If anybody's available that day to watch a movie, play games, I'm down. I hate that day anymore. And I don't even like saying that I hate that day, but I don't want that day to come. The thought of him not getting older is so fucking painful. I don't, it's hard. The new year, does anybody feel this anxiety coming up? The closer that we get to the year changing from 2022 to 2023, I'm petrified of January 1st every year because it seems like the more time as each day passes, it's like longer since I've seen him. And I struggle with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day because it's like another year. I think it's normal. In the books, it says it's normal. But I'm bitchy and grouchy and I throw shit and I'm like, fuck out of here. I say mean stuff to myself. I'm not kind to myself. Those days are difficult. Okay, so then we've got the music playlist. We talked about that. Talked about those. Talked about those. Oh, I had an email, and I don't know the answer to this to be sure. Burden of proof might know. Checking convictions might know. Any of you might know. I'm not a true crime content creator. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm not that like. I don't know what the word is, but I can't do it. I get too nervous. Like that's a lot of stuff you got to dig up. I'd be scared to death I put the wrong stuff out there. But I've had someone ask me this. If a child is reported missing while law enforcement is investigating, are there services, if any, available to family members to assist them with the emotional trauma? Does anybody know? I hate Christmas. I'm not, look, I'm gonna turn my camera on so you can see my face. I'm not even joking with you. I hate family holidays. I fucking hate them. I don't want anything to do with them. I will be here by myself. If I ugly cry, I go in another room and ugly cry. If I'm hungry, I go and eat. If I'm not, I don't. Nobody's saying, you didn't eat today, or here's a bottle of water to shut me up. I don't feel like I'm in the way. I don't feel like I walk in the room and bring the sad, that everybody's days are going to be ruined because here comes the sad now. I don't have to put on a fake face and like fight through the emotions to get through dinner or the day. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm staying home. I'm not putting a tree up. There are no Christmas lights on or in this house. And it's okay to do that. It's okay. There are no standards. Society is not going to put on me their expectations or their standards of what I should do, feel, and say and think. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm going to do it my way because that's what works for me. I went too many years worrying about everyone else around me being comfortable. So I'm not doing it. And I think everybody should be that. I think it's okay. I feel better being by myself and not having to cater to the mood. You know what I mean? I don't have to read the room. I don't have to like critique everything that I say before I say it. Is it going to sound bad? People going to leave? You know what I mean? I'm never going to do that again. Because the first time I mention Cody's name and I clear a room, it's either going to make me really mad. I'm going to want to let people know how mad I am, or it's going to put me right back into self-loathing and isolation. That should not happen. Those should not be the options that we have. So if you want to do Christmas, do Christmas. If you don't. But either way, it's okay. There's no book. There's wrong one. Hold on a minute. There's no book. The only thing that this book says is that what you're feeling is normal. That's it. There's no book that says this is how you do it. Doesn't exist. You do it however you have to do it. I hate Christmas too. Hate it. Hate holidays. Hate family holidays. Don't think of what's comforting to others, even your family members. Think of what's comforting to you. Don't set standards for yourself until you know that you can. I said that wrong. Don't set standards for yourself that pressure you into doing something that you're not ready for or that you're not willing to do, especially during holidays. Don't say yes because you feel pressured to. There is no book that tells you how to do it right. Do it your way. Your way is right. If anybody finds a book, let me know and we'll go over it. But in the meantime, in the meantime, we got to do it the way we got to do it. So that's really all that I have tonight. If anybody knows about if there's any services that are available while kids, after a child is reported missing, if their status is missing, what services, if any, are available to assist families with the emotional trauma? If anyone knows, please let me know so I can pass that information along. Send me any music for playlists and I'll get those going. And check out check out YouTube TV, HBO Max, and Netflix. And if there's a movie that you want to watch, a series, whatever, email me. I think it'd be cool to do. I do. That's it. Yeah, that was it. So let me go through the chat here quick. This chair keeps dropping on my back. Let me go back up here to the top a little bit. I'm gonna turn that camera back off because I don't like it. Yeah, Rena, you're so special to us. 100, you're so special to us. You bring a lot to our group. Your strength, your love for your son, your continuous love for him comes out in these videos that reach so many other people. The videos are so informational. I think it's great what you're doing. Yeah, Lee, you are such a good person. Always. Let's see. Protector of my sister, who is a Vilomah. You have one of the most difficult jobs as a support system. That has to be a whole nother level, as equally frustrating as to be the person grieving, because there's really nothing to make it better except just being supportive. And it takes an amazing person who has love and compassion and understanding to be able to hold that position. And I can't tell you how much respect I have for supportive roles that don't leave, because you're one of a kind. Most of them leave. You love your sister, and knowing that you help her get through it, man, I'm thankful for you. I'm very thankful for you. I got a cough. I got this cough, y'all. I said earlier, when the last 2 weeks, I've gotten more emails than I have ever gotten since this channel began. I have my email has been flooded. I had to delete a bunch of like old drafts and the Proton Mail emails because people are. It's kind of amazing what's going on. Like, I'm never, ever, ever going to violate somebody's privacy, ever. People email me. They're starting to send me photos and tell me about their story. I have a couple of moms and a dad that want to pre-record them telling their story. People are ready to start talking about their children, about their siblings, and about their spouses. They want to show photos. They want to acknowledge what they've gone through. It's happening. The whole intention for this channel was to create the space for grief to become normal, for people to feel supported. And it's happening. And I couldn't feel better about it because it's the right people. But in the last 2 weeks, every time I've opened an email and someone has shared any part of their story, I cry. Because we know what it's like to not be able to talk, or, to not be able to talk about the person that you lost that you can never imagine living the rest of your life without. Especially this month, Rena, the dates, there's so many of us. There's people that lurk, or they come, they watch later because they're still in a very dark place. But there's so many of us from the end of the end of November through the first week of January. Those important dates, there's so many of us that those dates are close together. There's a lot of, like, I can't wait for the day that people that people have gotten to the point in their grief where talking is helpful and beneficial for them. Because I think we'll all be standing around like, holy shit, really? And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's at least when I was sick, I was so mad. Like, I wanted to do a live stream because it's important to stay, like connected, if somebody has something that they want to talk about, I definitely want to have, the space and the time for them to do that. But I was kind of scared, like, is this thing going to rupture? Like, what the heck's going on? So when I started looking at like a game night, and then my brother sent me, the passwords, I thought, how cool would that be? Private, there's always people lurking, which prevents us from really being able to well, I don't want anyone to ever overshare and put themselves in danger. But to be able to privately, openly discuss things just made it more real for anybody to ever come to the decision that they're also not going to let the people around them make them feel like their job is to now make them comfortable by not talking about their loss. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do movie night. Let's do a game night. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Love the new pic. Yeah. Did you see it? Lisa's beautiful. I took it Wednesday night. Lisa's gorgeous. Lisa looks like her sister. Remember the photo of her sister that she shared? Haven't been nice or joyful for many Christmas seasons. Feels heavy to get through. Yeah, it changes. Everything changes. Like everything changes. Sweet Pea, I found that by changing your traditions, maybe not going to the same places at the same time on the same day, but changing it up, I found that definitely helped when I did still go to my grandma's, or when my mom still had like a family gathering. The first year was miserable. Everybody sat around and cried because we were doing the same thing that we did for years, and the big huge Molly Go Lightly running through the china shop was who was not there. So the second year we changed it up, and we went to, instead of going to my mom's, we went to my house. And then the next year we went to my brother's house. I found that creating new traditions helped with family holidays, big family holidays, Easter, Mother's Day, big family holidays, but it doesn't completely erase it. It doesn't, it always feels heavy. Oh, thank you, Lise. I feel like a hot mess. It was sleet and rain outside, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yep. I love you, Lee. And I'll probably, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, do the same thing that I did on New Year, or I'm sorry, on Thanksgiving, and just have a live stream running and people pop in if they need to, if they need the support, if they want a place to kind of just check out for a minute, it'll be here. For sure. Hell no, I hate it. Oh my God, I hate it. I seriously have anxiety about it. My brain starts that. Am I going to forget what he looked like? Am I going to forget what he sounded like? Am I going to, because like distance, time and distance, people say out of sight, out of mind. I hate that. I do not like that. You can show the trim. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. I'm glad you said that. I never want to just assume. So I'm glad that you said that. Let me pull that up. I don't know. I've noticed that there's a lot of people that are putting trees up, and then they're posting the photos, and then Summer's name is tagged in them. I wasn't sure what was going on. I don't know where it originated from, but they're beautiful photos. And I think it's a great way to remember her. Yeah, it's really, I love it. It's cute. Let me scroll down to it. How long ago did you, is it a video or a photo? Hey, Monroe. Let's see, let me look for Lisa's comment. Hey, Voight, how are you? Yeah, New Year's are terrible. Let me see. Let me go back to the StreamYard screen. Is it a video or is it a photo? Like on the hey, Steve Yoakum, how are you? Let me screen share here. I hate family holidays altogether. I do. If I had to go somewhere and like sit around with my family, I would flip and flip out. I would probably take a bottle of wine. I don't look forward to it at all. And I'm comfortable here, you know, by myself. I want to cry, cry. Oh, you texted to me? Okay. There's your channel. There's the link to Lisa's channel. So let me do it this way then. Let's see. I'm with you, Monroe. I hate family holidays. Hate them. I don't let people pressure me into the shit either. I will not do it. Let's see. Let me save it so that nobody's phone numbers add to photos. Okay. And then I'll pull it up into photos. What's Turtotron mean? Purple butterflies. Oh, yeah. This tree is beautiful. But beautiful. View. Oh, photos. There you go. Now let me share it. See, I've learned to do it this way. Otherwise, who knows what you're going to see. Window photos. Look at this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The purple butterflies are gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And it's like an angel on top. Let me zoom in on it. We got about 5 minutes. And I really, if you have time tonight and you want to relax and laugh, I'm gonna go to Savage's at 9 o'clock. Everybody go over there. She gonna rip the roof off, y'all. Oh yeah, look at that. That is the cutest angel on top I have ever seen in my life. I'm gonna zoom in some more. Do you see that? That is, it looks like an antique. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Paw Patrol. You put Paw Patrol on it too. You are such an amazing person, Lise. You really are. Aw. I wondered what was going on. There's a lot of people that were posting videos or photos and tagging Summer in them, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. But that's a beautiful way to remember her. And there's like a whole community of people that are still anxiously awaiting what happened to her. I do think that we'll have the answers one day. I do. Turtotron. Is that Hondo? If it is, I love you, Hondo. You my BFF. Yeah. Oh, what the heck was that? Stop sharing. There we go. Yeah, I made the decision and I don't let anybody try to pressure me into it anymore. I've let them put me in a corner and make me feel miserable for their comfort, and I will never do it again. Ever. And you shouldn't either. Like, nobody is immune from grief. Nobody is immune from loss. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that won't get it until they experience it. But in the meantime, do not make yourself suffer to make other people comfortable. It just makes everything worse. Don't do it. You don't do it. If you want me to tell them for you, I will. Just let me know. And I'll let them know. I'll do it. Yeah, I look forward to Friday nights. Savage has a really good place over there. She's doing the Lord's work, y'all. She's calling out these tragedy pimps. Hey, Sleuth Mom, please don't get mad at me, but I played like 4 minutes of your stream from yesterday because I wanted people to hear what you said. It was your video yesterday, the update on Michael Vaughn at 40. Let me look. I won't tell you the wrong stamp. 47 minutes in. When you spoke directly from my soul to people, and I wanted everyone to know that you're not one of the bad ones. I want the bad ones to be like, this is who we should look up to. Okay, thank you. Please don't be mad at me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that very much. I hope it's clipped and sent out to the masses because people should be following your lead when it comes to how they're talking about victims of tragedies like that. And the utmost respect for what you're doing. Absolutely. Do not make yourself small in order to make others feel big. Do not make yourself miserable and uncomfortable so that those around you can be comfortable. It's not how it's supposed to go. So let me grab the link. Thank you, Burden Approve. Okay, let me grab the link for Savages. It's always fun over there. So that's where I'm going to be. And then depending on how late it goes, I might jump back on later. Might wait till tomorrow. But I'm going to, now that I'm feeling better and I've got, the right stuff going on, I'm going to try 3-4 nights a week, just even if it's just like a quick check-in. Especially this time of year. Don't hesitate to email me and let me know. I know I say that, and then I had a rough few days, but I'm going to be finishing those emails tonight. They're all started. I just have to finish them. Okay, here is the email for Savage Live Media, where she gonna bring the roof down. She's so funny. The whole crew over there is funny. They're great people, and you're protected over there. Jenny, Jen, Savage Live. They show you the danger zones, and you don't have to worry about anyone asking you for money or, trying to manipulate you or stalking you in the chat. I mean, you're safe there. You're 100% safe there. So Friday nights, 9 o'clock. What other days? Wednesday nights. She does Fuck It Up Friday. And yeah, head on over there if you would like to. It's going to be fun. And if I don't see you again later tonight, I will see you tomorrow for sure. So thanks everybody for coming in. Appreciate it greatly. Remember, your record for getting through all of those shitty, terrible, miserable nights is 100%. So you can do it. Keep going. And I'll be here tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in. Head over to Savages now. Hondo is my BFF.